and I would like him to note all finite details because it's going to be a very interesting game for him. Madrid will come probably even though when they are not even prepared, they might surprise you because they are the Champions League. They are the Champions League. You can't go into a game and underrate Real Madrid. If I am company, the first person I am talking to calmly, not even to give him pressure because he has seen it all in football. We'll go to the tactics. Is Manuel Neuer. At any given minute, he can just lose Bayern the game. With that, his high-profile errors that football fans seem not to care about. But I care about it. Because Vincent cannot prepare for this game so well, and you use your overconfidence to destroy whatever he has done. Because for him, it's going to be a tactical game. But for Arbeloa, it's going to be man management, get the subs on point, manage these boys well, have a way to talk to Mbappe and Vinicius at the double top, and probably let the Madrid magic win the game for you. Not to say they're not going to like go into the game with tactics. I mean, they will, Madrid will. Because if I'm Arbeloa, I am building my case or my tactics around Arnold just to lock what Diaz will want to do or Olise will want to do from wide areas, whoever is playing on the wings. But let's start with the reason why, to me, or maybe Bayern are favorites for this game, and it's because of Harry Kane. So if Manucho can give me the first picture that we have here of what Harry Kane has become or what Harry Kane does to people. He has become a supporting striker, a central attacking midfielder, a half-space left winger, and a number 9. And if you look at the first picture that we have here, you see Harry Kane also coming to, because the first picture I have here is the one Harry Kane is not Bayern are not having the ball. Yeah. There was a press. Anytime Bayern are pressing, they don't let Harry Kane lead the press. It is either the left winger or the number 10 that come and lead the press. So sometimes Gnabry will lead the press. When he leads the press and they beat the press, Harry Kane moves from the left half spaces to come into the central areas, try and want close passing lanes first, and even come back and defend. The reason he comes back, sometimes he walks back, doesn't or jogs back. He doesn't really run. The reason he comes is that when they get the ball of the opponent, they want to firstly find Harry Kane. So if you look at Harry Kane's positions in recent games in the Champions League, he is everywhere. His heat map, you see him everywhere on the field. The gentleman is never in the box. That's numerical advantage to Bayern Munich, often. Because Harry Kane will come in deep, just switch the balls long, do what he can do, and just start jogging again. He's the English Messi now. Yes, because the guy's technical abilities is improving every season and every season. So how can you stop Harry Kane? That is where Rudiger comes in for Real Madrid. You mark him, it is to your demerit, because they will invert an Olise who can play as a cam, can play as a left winger, and can hack his line on the right wing. So that kind of man marking too does not favor who? Real Madrid. That is where Bayern has that advantage with Harry Kane. That is why they make sure he will be fit for this job or for this game. Because whatever he will do when he moves deep into midfield, when he moves deep into his half, and when he's at the number 9 or number 10 position, it's to Madrid's demerits. So you can't take Harry Kane out of the game. But hopefully, Abe has a plan. And that plan, if you use Rudiger, it is to your demerit. Oh, why? What's funny? Charlie,
you can go on. You can go on.
We can flow. Abe. That plan, Rudiger can come and distort it, but that is who Olise will shine. So if I am him, if I am Abe, Tchouaméni will probably do that. But even with that too, because they have Valverde who can multitask in midfield, if you want to do anything of a man marking to Harry Kane when he's running around, you put Tchouaméni on him so that Valverde can do a double work. Because I don't see how Rudiger will stop Olise when he moves into central areas to replace when Olise replaces Harry Kane. So that's the fair thing. How do you stop Harry Kane in this game? Because the man is not playing as a number 9 in recent times. He comes back to defend because they are waiting to give him the first line of the ball. They don't give it to Olise first, they give it to Harry Kane. Sometimes they even make sure that their midfielders are that deep close to Tar because of his pace. And Upamecano, and then they move. So Harry Kane, Real Madrid, I don't know how they will stop him. But unless they game it for them. That is the first point of contact. Then to Madrid too, they have a decision to make between Rudiger and Militao, or Rudiger or Dean Huijsen. This may sound a bit bizarre. We know Huijsen defensively cannot really defend. But on the ball, he can do a job. Because the pressing of Kompany's team is mad. Now, if Wadu will give me a picture where Upamecano has been highlighted alone, this is why they have to really probably, you don't play Militao. Militao is ready. Let him come from the bench probably. But this game, I know the Huijsen is a little bit weak. But if you want to beat the press of Bayern, you don't play two similar centre backs. So again, everything is going to be on Rudiger again and Valverde, because I just need Huijsen to break their lines. That is all. Get the balls into midfield or get the ball to Arnold when he's wide. Because Upamecano joins a press in Kompany's system. It's crazy. He doesn't. The man, how he coaches the team. That's why he went to Germany. So you can see a picture here. Bayern versus PSG. Upamecano came into midfield to close Vitinha and make sure that no balls will get to him. So if your centre back is not good with the ball, to either go long or split that defense with a pass that is very good, then you are in trouble. So he uses Upamecano for a lot of 1v1 pressing. The guy will leave the back there. And a DM will go and fill this position. Then he will be helping in the pressing zones. So he always marks the first line of the midfield that receives any ball from the back. So he has a special role for Upamecano. Unless Madrid doesn't want to play from behind. And you have to go long balls. If you are going long balls, please, who are receiving the long balls? Looking at how Madrid will start the game, they have to play a 4-3-3. I bet shouldn't play a two-top. Because if you play a two-top, you are making their wingers free. I don't know which kind of number a winger is available for Arbeloa. But if I'm him, probably maybe Adagule will come. Then when you overlap and he goes into the half spaces. Because if you go and play a two-top, Arnold will go. Listen, when Arnold goes, because it's holding him, there is no 2v2. It doesn't warrant that Diaz goes back to defend. But if you play a Hagen winger, Diaz paying the instructions of Kompany, he has to go back and defend. But if you're playing a two-top, it's always 1v1, Arnold versus the left back. Yeah, okay. Their winger will come to the center half and wait for the balls there. But this is why, if Madrid will tactically plan for this game and with their good luck in the Champions League, that is where they have the advantage. Because if you go and face Bayern with a two-top, you've given luxury to their wingers. And Harry Kane will get all the balls and fly it to them. The midfielders will get all the ball and fly it to them. So for Kompany, it's a pure tactical game. It's purely a tactical game. And this is where they will rely on tactical brilliance from Mbappe and Vinicius Junior to do their thing. The weakness of... I'll go to the weakness of Bayern very soon. But let me touch on one last pictorial evidence here before we move on. Now, this is where Madrid can probably hurt Bayern. And I hope, because of looking at how we've been hyping Kompany, maybe in this game, he has that awareness to keep some profiles in the middle of the park because he likes attacking. When he's attacking, he has his fullbacks in there in the opponent's half. He has his right winger. He has his 6 and 8 all there. You don't do that against Madrid. So there's a picture here that the picture that the numerical picture 1, 2, 4, 3. He has like 1, 2, 3, 4. He has like 8 of his players. He often does that in the Bundesliga. Even when he faced PSG, he was doing the same thing. If you can give me that picture, I will do it. Yeah, and you can't do this against Madrid, or else they will hurt you. This is the reason why you cannot play. Okay, that has been played already.
Yeah. The picture.
Yes. You can't do this against Real Madrid. And he's a philosophical coach. He doesn't change his style of play. But if you do this against them, Vinicius will hurt you. Then you plan for this game tactically well. But you go into the game and 3-0. Because you've moved all your materials into the opponent's box because you want more goals. You are going away. You have to go and conserve. So I just hope that with all his plans, because how he has become aware of everything to details, he doesn't go to the Bernabeu and ultra attack. If you go and do that at Bernabeu, bro, they don't care. Then you are giving them the game. Then Pavlovic and Kimmich, you run them null and void in whatever you are doing. Because as I'm saying, it's not going to be a midfield game. It's going to be a wide game. But the plan of Arbeloa probably should change. If you go sim with the 4-4-2, the only way he has a good game is when he lets Arnold become the right winger. So Arnold becomes the right winger. Then you have Mbappe Vinicius in the box. I don't know where he's going to play Adjor or Valverde. But all I know is that if he starts Arnold will overlap. It becomes a 3-back. That 3-back that has become, Arnold is the only winger there. There's no 1v1 marking here. Arnold cannot take on anybody. He will just receive the ball on the right wing and cross the ball into the box. Tar has the height to clear all those balls. Mbappe can beat Tar with pace. So you go with a 4-3-2. You use the central areas to. The both teams don't have any extraordinary.
Well, I think one weapon Madrid should be looking at in this game is to play balls in behind the Bayern centre backs, because there's no way those two. I remember 3 years ago when City won the treble, when they beat Bayern 3-0 at the Etihad. It was one of the things one of the weapons they used was target Upamecano, because they knew he could make mistakes, and almost every time Upamecano had the ball, there was a high press. They were playing the balls in behind him. Haaland was always running towards him, and that's one thing Madrid can use to hurt Bayern. Play the balls in behind two centre backs. Those two centre backs cannot beat Mbappe for pace. So yes, and they are going to be high. Yeah. That's the thing. Bayern are very arrogant. They are going to be high. The centre backs are going to be high. Yes.
Advantage. You get it. But for me, I'm saying it again. If he wants to control the game at home and play very well too, find a way to put not only Arnold as your winger when you are on the ball. If you are playing at a Goulet there too, because anytime company sees 2v1, he's instructing Diaz to come back or Olise to come back. And when you go and do a 2-top, you've given the liberty to the wingers, and they are the weapons. Diaz and Olise. Olise will cook tomorrow. Definitely. So for Madrid, I feel like they will go defend, hope for their moment. Bayern will go into the game, miss chances. You dare not, as a Bayern player, go there and overmiss chances tomorrow. Oh yeah, because you see, it's a clear advantage Bayern, but it's Madrid. The game will finish.
I don't think the it's Madrid factor will work tomorrow.
No, yeah, that is where it's always surprising us when they game.
Bayern are too ruthless.
Because the City game has taught me a lesson. Because for the first time,
no, for the City game, I sort of expected a strong Madrid performance because City themselves haven't been good away from home this season.
Fair enough.
But this game, for example, I do not see how Madrid beats Bayern in this game. The record and the history backs, but this is one of the games where I do not think history and records will play a big factor.
Like if they have a controller,
they
can also, let's say for the controller's heat map in the game, you take some nutrition away from.
You take some what?
Nutrition.
Charlie.
Abiba, from the game
you take plan, some nutrition.
Yes, from the game plan of company. Because you have someone who's controlling the tempo. So where does he get the ball to do it? Execute his plan. And they don't have one. So I mean, the question mark. Valverde is a runner. It's a box scratcher. It's a box player. Unless you want to tell me that Abba is now come to teach Adagule how to come deep and control. No. So from a practical point, before kickoff, the gentleman is beating the Arbeloa guy with tactics, and we cannot fault. But we know what Madrid can do on a given day. We cannot disrespect Madrid on what they can do on the big night. Vinicius can come up with magic at any least or slight mistake. Upamecano, you are becoming, they're putting you on all of their designs. Because under this coach, he gives you specific instructions and you execute them well. So we saw it, we're laughing at your play, but now he's a very key player for this coach. And if they dare try to build up from behind, the Bayern press will suffocate them. They will get all the front three pressing, Harry Kane relaxing somewhere, chilling, but we cannot do anything.
To speak of the Bayern press, one of the smartest things Arteta did when Arsenal faced Bayern in the game they won in the first half was Arsenal. That was the only game I've watched Arsenal play where they didn't build from the back. They didn't even attempt it.
He did his homework.
Every single ball he went long in the first half, 47 times.
Long to where? Why?
Anywhere. 47 times Arsenal kicked the ball long, and it totally distorted Bayern's gameplay. 47 times when Arsenal got the goal kick, you saw Bayern coming up to high press. Oh, Raya kicked it long. He's going either to Saka or to Jokeres. I think Jokeres wasn't there, so it was Merino, Saka, Merino, Eze, whoever it was. He was going long to them.
Whoever starts from tomorrow for Madrid at the left back.
But Madrid cannot go long because they do not have that aerial threat and attack.
Yes, they don't.
That is the thing.
They rely on the
Maybe
the down ball.
Yes, maybe in building up from the back, instead of going to your centre backs, they should go to their full backs.
Go to Arnold.
He's a very good player. Because he can pick up a pass.
So then why is he starting the game? You make sure you are finding.
Because if they want to go to their centre backs, the press they are going to receive from the Bayern wingers is going to be crazy.
From Gnabry.
Because and Diaz and Olise, they don't stop running.
Yeah, they don't stop running.
They don't stop running.
Upamecano will be coming straight, looking for Valverde or Tchouaméni, who is the receiver from the build-up. So playing with the guy Militao will be a bomb. It will be a disaster. But let's see what Arbeloa has for us tomorrow.
We'll see what Arbeloa would do tomorrow. But then again, very interesting tactical breakdown from you. I like how you put all the players